I have spent half of my life in the Philadelphia area, being born and raised in Camden, New Jersey, a city right across from Philadelphia. To me, it was very interesting reading about all these events and sites and people that shaped our country, and to have the opportunity to go on school field trips to these places, you know, it really gave me a different perspective, I guess. But I always notice all these patterns and symbols and little coincidences that made me doubt the truth about these textbooks. To me, sometimes what the teacher said just didn't quite add up. So I'm always looking for that flaw or that little lie in the system, just a small proof to question the mainstream narrative. I'll be sharing all of this and more in future episodes, so please make sure you subscribe if you like this type of content. There are certain symbols and patterns that you can find in any country you go to. And when I see symbols on buildings, it always makes me question the narrative. How is it possible for us to find these buildings that clearly resemble each other all over the world? And not one article mentions the possibility of all these buildings being connected. I do think they like to keep us distracted and away from the truth from whatever reason it is. And in a future episode, I'm also going to be talking about sports and how all of this ties up to secret organizations that were started back in the 1800s. So it's a coincidence? I don't think so. To me, it's crazy how all these churches worldwide have these very interesting and incredible designs, making me question everything. Were these buildings assigned as churches in order to be protected? Nobody wants to be going around destroying churches, right? It's crazy when you find buildings with the same architecture like these and they're not being used as churches. For sure, the 1800s were some very interesting years, and you will hear me mention those dates a lot throughout this series. A perfect example of hitting symbols are these Roman columns. We have Roman columns anywhere and everywhere we go to, worldwide, and particularly very special buildings and monuments. Is this a special club that we're not a part of? Another one are the obelisks. Mainstream books usually call these monuments of some sort, like monuments of independence, and of course, the Washington Monument. And have you ever noticed how most of these big bangs have old world buildings? And the symbology when we look at these sites from up above. I spent hours upon hours looking at different cities and their layouts, and crazy to see how everything it's relatable, kind of the same. And our languages and different cultures a way to keep us separated and away from the truth. It's like the US and Mexico. And Mexico having all these amazing buildings, has always made me question everything in the narrative. So in the next episode, I'll be talking about Mexico and Cuba and their old buildings pretty much throughout. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And I'm going to be wrapping it up here. Hope you guys please like and subscribe.